Are you tired of being ghosted by men you've been seeing? Do you often find yourself envious of the way some men treat other women? Well, whether you're in a long-term relationship and need to spice things up, or have a crush you'd like to seduce, by the end of this video, you'll learn how to be the most interesting woman a man has ever met, so they never take their eyes off of you. So make sure to give this video your full attention. If you're new here, subscribe for more social psychology videos and leave a comment below saying "I subscribed." We'll do our best to reply to as many comments as possible. Let's start. Number 10. Men love women who are playful. Relationships are supposed to be fun, and everybody knows that. In many cases, it's the thing that attracts people to a relationship in the first place. A lively companion who makes jokes and roasts you occasionally when you say something idiotic is what most people want. This is why it's one of the best qualities to make you more interesting to a man. Playfulness doesn't stop with the spoken word either. Sometimes a poke or a tickle can give the impression that you're spontaneous, fun, and brimming with life. Playfulness is often associated with youthfulness, which is the prime time of everyone's life. Women who are playful tend to remind men of their youth and make them feel younger. Research even suggests that partners who are playful together are often closer and have more satisfying relationships. Number 9. Know when to assert yourself in front of men. Now, if you've been in the dating game for a long time, you probably know that there are all kinds of men out there. But if you've been unfortunate in regard to your love life, you may have only met men who like submissive women. Such men prefer to be more assertive and dominant in relationships and don't really care for a woman's independence or autonomy. This is why they aren't really worth your time and effort. Real men value women who can be playful and assertive when there is a need for it. Being interesting has a lot to do with confidence, which manifests in one's body language as well as in the spoken word. Trust us, this is definitely one of the traits men find most attractive in women. After all, who doesn't want a headstrong woman who will put you in your place every now and then? Number 8. Did someone say emotional maturity? Hollywood has glamorized drama in relationships. Films romanticize emotional outbursts, mind games, and the cat-and-mouse chase that is the central theme of many relationships. And while some men may initially find erratic women to be attractive, the novelty wears off with time. Soon, those same men start to characterize you as dramatic, toxic, overly emotional, or just plain crazy. We're here to debunk this myth once and for all. While emotions can be channeled in a healthy manner to appear more interesting, as a woman, you don't want to overdo it. This doesn't mean that you tone down your emotions, invalidate them, or dismiss them, but the key is to always exercise control over them. This is what emotional intelligence is all about. Having control over your own emotions and understanding other people's emotions as well. And trust us, men will find you all the more interesting for it. Number 7. Don't be afraid to be a little impulsive. As we grow older, we find that life has a way of binding us into a routine. So we get stuck in mundane cycles of productivity and repetitiveness. Soon the excitement of our adolescence becomes completely foreign to us. When life becomes mundane, we look for things that excite us again. Women who can be impulsive on occasion, therefore, appear very interesting to men because they give them the excitement of the unpredictable. Meeting that one woman you know will spruce things up with her impulsivity and adventurous nature can really be something to look forward to for most men. This is one of the best traits to have because it's always a great way to stay lively over the years, allowing you to be courageous and fearless along the way. For example, you may impulsively decide to give yourself a new look, go on a 2-day trip, start new hobbies randomly, and experiment. Number 6. Pay attention to your looks and appearance. It's easy to be lazy when you have nothing to challenge you, but every now and then a man appears and the effort to impress begins. Taking care of oneself can take many forms, such as working out to be more fit, eating well to stay fresh and rejuvenated, taking care of your personal hygiene, dressing well, and working on your mental health by practicing certain everyday behaviors. Men desire women who inspire them to be better as well, and this can be an indirect result of women taking care of themselves. And of course, the primary attraction is always at surface level. So ladies, whether you have a man or not, take care of yourself, and you will automatically become more interesting as a person. In the long run, you will be glad you looked after your mind and body. Believe us. Number 5. Develop a kind demeanor. They say kindness is contagious, and we believe this to be true in the exchanges between men and women. As human beings, we constantly crave to be understood, heard, and cared for. Women who are kind-natured are interesting to men for a few reasons. First, men associate positive emotions with them that boost their self-esteem, so don't be shy about complimenting them generously. Second, human psychology suggests what many men subconsciously characterize as true, that kindness is a feminine trait. So when this idea is reinforced, they are automatically attracted to you because of your inherent femininity. Genuine kindness is one of the most underrated traits in the world, and a very coveted one at that. So when it comes to being interesting, this is one of our top suggestions. Number 4. Practice active listening. Women who actively listen to men and empathize with their feelings are extremely attractive to men. In fact, science even has a term for men who are attracted to women who share an emotional connection with them. It is called being a demisexual. Now, it's quite easy to listen to others, but the mark of a great listener lies in the way we respond to what is being communicated to us. Good listeners are calm, intuitive, thoughtful, and not eager to respond with advice. So when you're talking to men, listen intuitively and convey your interest through your body language. This will make them obsessed with you. Men will certainly find you more interesting. Just take our word for it and develop a listening ear. Number 3. Ask for help once in a while. It is true that, by biological nature, men like to help out. Whether it's small mundane tasks like opening a jar of canned goods or providing emotional support, men love to be asked for assistance, especially by women. Not only does it uplift their self-esteem by providing them with the feeling of being needed and useful, but it's also a great way to build trust with someone. It's a positive way of saying, "Hey, I trust you enough to let you help me out with this task." Don't get us wrong, we aren't suggesting that you become a damsel in distress as they show in the movies, but be more inviting and trustworthy with the men that you desire. And when you're stuck and could use some help, don't be afraid to ask for it from those you trust will hold up the other end. Number 2. Be confident in your body language. Psychologists and researchers say that body language often conveys exactly how we feel to others. This is why men are able to tell how women are feeling around them through their body language. Appearing nervous, not making eye contact, and being too fidgety are all actions that say you're not a confident person. But being interesting is all about self-confidence. After all, if you're confident, others will see it instantly. So focus on developing better body language, like standing straight, making eye contact, and using facial expressions and hand gestures too when you're speaking, and men will go crazy around you. Number 1. Smile like you mean it. A smile goes a long way, and it is perhaps the most powerful weapon a woman can have when it comes to men. Men love to be validated by making you laugh, so give them that. Science suggests that laughing together also releases a happy hormone called dopamine, and which man wouldn't like being happy? This will also make you appear more open to conversations and lead to more interesting interactions. Of course, smiling is attractive as well because it makes women beautiful. All in all, don't be afraid to have a laugh around that man you've been seeing. Before you go, let's clear up one thing. The dating world is harsh and relationships are even harder. Experts suggest that the goal at the end of the day should be to understand one another as opposed to molding someone to suit your own needs. Therefore, self-improvement should be something to strive for everyone, whether you're a man or a woman. Only then can people join unions and come together to create long-lasting relationships built on trust, communication, and commitment. Now you need to watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. It will show you 10 habits that make men obsess over you. Make sure to watch it now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.